Yo, there is something in West Africa. I don't know, but like, there is something in this part of Africa. When you take West Africa and you connect it with the Sahel, this part, there is something here that the West cannot let go of. The West cannot exist without engaging anybody here or being in this space. There is something here. Maybe we ourselves, we don't know. We need to find out. As I'm talking to you, family, European Union just landed in Burkina Faso. I'll tell you the details of the things they've gone to do there. I knew they would go because since last year, 2025, many of you follow the platform. The EU and the US, when you look at how we have been tracking their operation in the Sahel, especially Burkina Faso, many of you who follow the platform, you will discover that anytime we announce that US went to Burkina Faso for dialogue, they went to Burkina Faso with new approach. They have been changing their representative going to Burkina Faso. When they go today, within a space of 1 week, EU follow. After that, they will go back. Before you know, the following month or 2 months, they will go the same way. The US will go, follow by the EU. And one pattern follow their constant visit. There is a pattern that follow their constant visit we are going to talk about. Recently, I mean, a few days ago, the United States just landed in Burkina Faso. I published that here with new approach. They want to approach Burkina Faso newly. They don't want to use the former strategy. Guess what? The EU also came with the same conversation, and we are going to have that conversation, but there is a pattern that I've been following them since last year, which I want you to pay attention to. I think in my next video, I will put dates systematically on this pattern. The pattern is this. Anytime the United States go there and then left, the EU will follow with their representative. The moment they go, few days after they left Burkina Faso or the Sahel, you will hear about either assassination attempt on Ibrahim Traore's life or almost coup d'etat. Last time, how many of you remember the time that some people were actually arrested when the soldiers tricked them? According to the story, they contracted some of the soldiers to take out Ibrahim Traore, and the soldiers reported to their superior, and all of a sudden they connived and then tricked the guys, and the guy came and they arrested them. The day they were arresting them on the field, that day the European Union was in Burkina Faso negotiating. I published that here. I did story about that, and I showed the pattern even in that video. I remember very well. That has been the pattern of them going there and coming back. Am I saying that they are the one behind? No. I'm just saying that that there's a pattern that follow their constant engagement there. Sometimes they go there, nothing happen actually after they are left, they are gone. But for few days, then something will happen. That's what I want you to pay attention to right now. We'll talk about that, but let me give you the details of the conversation. On Tuesday, that is 11 February 2026, Burkina Faso's Minister of Economy and Finance, Dr. Abubakar, he met with delegation from the European Union, EU. The EU team was led by the EU Special Representative for the Sahel. They have been changing the representative. This man, his name is Cravio. I mean, the last one was different. All right, they have been changing it. Now, the meeting between the AES and EU provided space for both to have open and frank dialogue, and their discussion focused on sovereignty first. The minister who received the EU team made it clear to them, emphasized to them. This they have been telling them all the time. Anytime they appear there, Burkina Faso always made this point clear. They don't shake their leg. They made it clear to them that look, Burkina Faso's diplomatic principle is non-negotiable. And that is their national sovereignty, mutual respect, and that international cooperation should be strictly aligned with national priority. And their priority should be aimed at improving the living condition of the people. Anything apart from that, the Burkinabés will not tolerate it and will not accept it. It is not going to happen. The EU also, the same narrative again. They said they came with a renewed strategy for working with the Sahel Alliance, the AES. They don't want to approach Burkina Faso Mali, Niger with the same old approach, which they are displeased with. They came with a different approach. And this is not new. Don't be surprised. For all the time they have been going there, this has always been the narrative behind them going there. We came with new approach. Even the United States went there, we came with new approach. So don't be surprised. This is not a new thing to us. And this time, a twist happened. They said their new approach right now is going to focus on quality dialogue between European Union and Burkina Faso rather than the former agreement that they had. This time, they are going to listen more closely to what the AES countries, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, what they themselves define as their priority, and they will align to that. And this time, according to the European Union, they came with stronger alignment with interest and plan for the AES. And according to the EU diplomat, this strategy should or will be able to help intensify cooperation and strengthen relations between the EU and AES again starting 2026. This is according to the EU. I know most of the comment is going to be, hey, don't trust them, hey, don't trust them. You people should relax. We don't trust them. We don't trust anybody. Calm down. We are not trusting our own brothers beside us. How can we trust EU? Calm down. Now, what was the response of the AES? Same response they have been giving them. But I told you I've been tracking these people. The AES made them understand that no problem. For them, you will not come and things will be on paper as normal. First, they will come and talk and then, oh, we have come into this agreement. No, they want to see real action and physical action on ground that will improve the life of their citizens in Burkina Faso. Anything apart from that, maybe they come with agenda that will prosper they themselves and then they will benefit, which will not make any impact in the life of the people of Burkina Faso. They are not interested. This has been the trumpet Burkina Faso have been putting in their ear since the time they have been going there. They always go there. When they listen to Burkina Faso, they go back, they will come back, they go back, and this year they have started. And they always work too. The US will come, EU will follow, and then something will happen. I told you about that, right? Now, there is something in West Africa. I don't know why, but it is clear now that the survival of the West without Africa is practically not possible. If we say it's difficult, then it can be made possible. It is impossible because these people cannot let this part of Africa live alone. Now, do you know the reason why they are coming with soft, calm spirit and calm conversation, and they are trying to make it look like they are twisting and changing their strategies? It is because there is competition on the ground. Russia and China are already on the ground. So we are dealing with these people. Every opportunity you want to bring on board, we have it here. So if you are coming, it is our time this time. That is what Africa need to look at. Burkina Faso stood on business, and people outside, Europeans, Russians, Chinese, they are bowing to the rules and regulation of Burkina Faso. Not like the former or the previous way where Africans, we bow to the rules and regulation of these people whenever they come on board. They set up terms and agreement. Burkina Faso or the AES, they have changed the game. At first, when the European Union come to Africa, the US come to Africa, it is about, yeah, this is what we want, yeah, this is it. Yeah, you agree to the term and condition. Nothing you are going to do about it in the first place to begin with. And our leaders have no choice. We don't have a say in the agreement between us and them. But this time, the Sahel has changed the rule. When you come, it is our term and our condition. It's either you abide by it or you leave our region. Simple. After all, there are others here. We are into business. On global stage, there's no friendship. It is only about interest base. We don't have friends. We have partners. We have allies. We don't have friends. No country is your friend. That is why the Sahel stood on business. But I'm concerned about the threat that always follow them. So Burkina Faso, you should check that. Because me, I'm not in Burkina Faso, but I've been tracking that. And in my next video, I'm going to put the details and the date, as I told you. But you see, this sudden act of the US and European Union interest in this part is something that we need to pay critical attention to. Because not only their representative, but their military involvement also. Recently, Ghana, 15 French troops are here. You know about that story, right? They said they want to help our people fight Galamsey. Something we can do on our own. The following this thing, oh no, this one happened before Ghana. The US troops, some of them are in Nigeria. They want to train the Nigerian soldiers to do what? To combat terrorism. This came after they launched a strike on these individuals in the bush. That simply means that these people can use every challenge we have in the region to maintain their presence in the region. I'm not talking about the motive of our leaders. I'm talking about the motive of the people who want to help us. And all of a sudden, the United States is so interested in the AES and the EU interested. Since last year, they have been trying to go there. Now, do you know the reason why it is difficult for them to settle on one particular condition? It is not the way of the West. The rules and the regulation of Burkina Faso is completely against, or it contradicts the rules and the norm, how the West deal with Africa. It contradicts. So it became difficult for them to fit in. And they will keep coming because I said it. Ibrahim Traore said it countless times that, look, normally when you look at it, you flip the coin. We are not the people who need these people. These people actually need us. We don't need them. They need us. He said it countless times on interview. Sometimes when he's giving speech, he said, look, he's never worried about who doesn't want to deal with us and who want to deal with us. The thing is, we are into business. So when you don't want to come, we don't give a hoot about that. Others will come. Currently, Russia is in the line. Chinese are on the ground and they are bringing value to the people. They are even doing things that you were not able to do. Things that the people were actually crying for, which brought this Bazawala relation, because the relation with the US and Africa and EU and Africa, there's a problem. Africans, we believe that we have been treated unfairly by these individuals. So when the Chinese and the Russians are filling the gap, they are filling the gap in such a way that we feel comfortable dealing with them than them. So they are also trying to, it become a competition in the line right here. And I'm not worried so much about Burkina Faso because these people, they know the people they are dealing with and they understand the game of the world. They are not going to lose guard. They will stand on business. But, well, opinion they say are different. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I know many of you are going to say, official, hey, don't trust European Union. I know, right? I know. But take it easy in the comment section. Me, myself, let me wear my shoe. I'll meet you in the comment section. Let's have the conversation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and put us on notification. In the next episode, it's going to be fire. Huh? Respect.